Hello and welcome to NodeWorks. When you mount a scope on a rifle, you want to ensure that the elevation is adjusting against gravity. Otherwise, you'll get some weird stuff happening as you go out to distance. This method is an easy way to make sure that happens. I have a video out on how I easily mount scopes with levels, and that works most of the time. But what if you want to be absolutely sure that when you dial your elevation, your crosshair is moving straight up and down? It doesn't take a bunch of tools or fancy equipment. It just takes a string, a level, and a weight. This method uses a plumb bob to set your crosshairs completely vertical. And it's not that complicated. You don't have to overthink it. This is about all you'll need. I have a weight and a string, and the weight will make the string hang vertical. And that's the most important part, is to have a free hanging string that is vertical. So today I'm mounting this Arkin 5 to 25 on my 6 arc AR, and I'll be using Arkin's cantilever mount just like I did on the last video. So I'm going to go ahead and set this mount. I'll follow the torque values on here. It'll be 30 inch-pounds for these side screws and then 18 inch-pounds for the cap screws. Now I'm going to set the scope in the rings just to check my eye relief. My eye relief is set. So now I'm just going to set the caps up here. So what you're going to do is you're going to look through the scope and line your crosshairs up with the string that's mounted across the room. Now that I have the crosshair lined up, I'll go ahead and put screws in. And I need to set these to 18 inch-pounds. Now that I have these caps just kind of sitting on here, the scope is still mobile. I'm gonna double check how level the rifle is. It's pretty close to level. And my scope is way out. So I might have bumped it. I'm gonna go ahead and double check it. All right. That should be it. Now I can go ahead and torque these down. When you torque your scope caps on, you want to torque them in a cross pattern so that you can evenly distribute the force. Now you can just verify that your eye relief is right and everything looks good, nothing moved. And you should be good to go. So there's a few different ways to do this. You can search around YouTube and see them. One way, if you don't have enough space to really lay everything out and get a good focus on the string, is to darken the room out, level your rifle, set the scope in, hang the plumb bob on a wall behind the rifle, and shine a flashlight through the objective. And this will make your crosshairs appear on the wall, and then you can just adjust your scope as needed. So that's also an option, but I have enough room here that I just stick the plumb bob across the room and go ahead and take a look at it. So I hope this is helpful. It's just another way to mount scopes. You really want to make sure that your elevation adjustment is going up and down, like straight up and down, because the projectile is fighting against gravity. And if you're adjusting off at all at any kind of like real angle, then it means your adjustments aren't going to impact where you think they are. And that's not a good day for anybody. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comments. I'll try to answer what I can. Have fun.